Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back, fellow Night Radiants, to the channel. And today we have another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. And today we are doing story order number 27 already. Whoa, 27 story orders already done. Wow. Okay, so now we have a Mitsubishi Eclipse look-alike. So this is an in-game car and this is story order. So I have already scanned the vehicle a little bit, and what I can tell about the stuff that I have to change, we definitely have to dig in the engine, and there are also some parts that you cannot actually scan. So like the oil pan is over here, really rusted and old. The ECU we have to replace, and also the fuel tank. So don't forget the fuel tank and the fuel pump, those are really bad. So yeah, that's basically what we got on our hands. So we have to dig in the engine again. I think from now on we have to dig a lot in the engine, because we are almost at story order 30, and yeah, above that I think it's gonna be very complicated or long jobs. So anyway, we are going to fix this one up for the customer. So let's get straight into it. So I'll see you in the workshop
The next day.
So here we are in the garage. So let's see, what do we have to do? We do have to do a lot of stuff, I think. So I think what we're gonna do is take out the engine and put it on the hoist or the engine stand in the engine bay area. So let's first of all start with tearing apart the front section of the car. We do have to take off the wheels, and then we have to all the way towards the front drive shaft, because we have to get the transmission out, and also I see an ABS pump. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So I will see you when I got the engine out. So there we have it, the Mitsubishi Eclipse. And by the looks of it, we are working currently on, like, I think it's the 4th generation of the Mitsubishi Eclipses. So this one was produced between 2005 and 2011. And the model years were 2006 to 2012. So yes, it is a little bit older, but we all know the Eclipse from the 2nd generation Eclipse. And that is from, of course, the Fast and the Furious series. Man, that car looks sick, the 2nd generation. So these cars have a lot of horsepower, I can tell you that. They have the 4th generation has 263 horsepower in a 3.8 liter block. So that is way too quick. So let's go on towards the next section of this one really fast. And there we have it, the engine of the car. So I had to get a lot of times up and down the bridge or the hoist of the car, because yeah, a lot of stuff had to come off. So yeah, okay. So I see already we have to change the whole clutch section. So yeah, we have to do that, and probably have to dig really deep. So let's get straight into it, shall we? So yeah, let's enjoy the time lapse, shall we? For the Eclipse Generation 2, you had a lot of variants. You have the Eclipse RS, the Eclipse GS, and the Eclipse Spider GS, and the Eclipse GST, and the Eclipse Spider GST, and the Eclipse GSX. And they are a lot of variants of this car. And the power range varies between 140 horsepower and 210 horsepower, depending on the model, of course. But damn, those cars are sick. Like I said, from the Fast and Furious series, it's a well-known car, the green Eclipse. That's a 2nd generation by the looks of it, like I read right over here. And oh my god, those cars, man. Really nice power. And yeah, it's an honor to work on those engines. So there we go, the fully stripped engine, the inline 4. So now let's see if I can repair some parts. Probably not. Okay, so I can, but those are mostly... Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna fix up some parts, and then I'm gonna buy the parts. I already put them in the shopping list, so let's get straight into it. So I'll catch you after that one.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so I got all the parts, so let's get right into it. I have fixed all parts that I could. Let's go, I guess. For the 2012 model year, the Eclipse received 3 slight changes. Brake override logic, a clear lip spoiler on the GT trim, and 1 new exterior color. According to a review and rating by Motor Trend, the 4th generation Eclipse was described as dated, but its exterior design still stands out among sporty coupes currently available. The 2012 model year Eclipse is now 6 years old and still trying to pass itself off as a sporty two-door. This was the final model year, albeit a short run because production ended in August of 2011. The last Eclipse was really special. And there we go, there you have it, the fully built, or not fully built, well, fully assembled engine once again. So let's get it off the stand and let's put it back in the car, shall we? So there we go, put it back in, and there we go. We should have done it. Okay, let's see. Put you back, there we go, and now let's check off the list. Okay, so we do have some parts not discovered, that's correct. Those are the ABS pump, fuel filter, and fuel cell, or yeah, fuel tank, so to say. So yeah, let's get crack on with those parts. So there's an ABS module over here that has to go. And there we go, and then the ABS pump, put it on the shopping list. There we go, and there was something else, the ECU. Yes, there we go. Got you. There was also a radiator fan, as you can see. Yeah, that is really bad. Fan housing, yes, a radiator fan. And now let's go on towards the rear of the vehicle, because we have to get this one out, the fuel pump, correctly. And now let's get the fuel tank out of it, because we have to get that out because it's rusty. There we go, fuel tank. That should be all the parts that we need. So an ABS pump, a ECU, a fuel pump, a fuel tank, a medium fuse B, okay, radiator fan housing fan, and some other relays. Jesus, cannot pronounce it, very bad. So let's get those out, and I think I have already some spares laying around of those. Let's see where you at. There you go, that's one. That's two. You are bad. You are bad. Okay, let's replace those with new ones. Yes, I already purchased a couple of those because I really hate those fuses. So fixed you up. There we go. And now let's buy the parts, shall we? So give me a second, and now I'm coming back with you once I got the parts.
One season later.
Okay, got the parts, so let's put them back together, shall we? That's probably the best option. So first of all, let's start with the ABS pump, and there we go, and the ABS module. There we go, put it on. Awesome. And then we had to do the ECU, new one. There we go, should be functioning. It's really kind of strange that you don't have to program that stuff. Okay, let's put you. Oh, I forgot the fan. Of course. There we go, got it. And now let's switch over towards the underside of the vehicle because we have to change the fuel tank. There we go. And awesome, put you on, and fuel pump as well. Awesome, that's fixed. And now let's finish up the car on the front section because we have to place back the transmission. There we go, transmission fully repaired. I repaired all the parts on the table so that I could. There we go, drive shaft, put the front section exhaust on, and then the turbocharger after that. So first of all, let's put back the wheels and stuff. There we go. And put it always in the cross pattern because then you have the best torque. That's what we learned on the car mechanic school. There we go. That way, and that's the wrong way, as you saw. There we go. Okay, now let's put a turbocharger back on. A really expensive part, by the way. Turbochargers, oh my god. And got the starter. I forgot to purchase a starter. That's no big of a deal. Turbochargers 100%. There we go. And let's purchase the starter. I think it's over here. Yep, starter. There we go. And that should be it. So let's see. Do we have everything? Yes, we do. So you need an ABS pump, a camshaft 2 times, a clutch plate, a clutch pressure plate, a crankshaft inline 4, a ECU type A flywheel, a fuel filter, a fuel pump, a fuel rail DI, a fuel tank. You need a medium fuse type B 2 times, so 1 and 2, an oil filter inline 4, an oil pan inline 4, 4 piston rings, 3 pistons with conrod. I changed all the pistons just to be sure. A radiator fan housing fan, so the fan, a relay type A, a relay type B, 4 spark plugs, a starter and a timing belt. That's all you gotta do. And now let's fill up the oil and perform a wheel alignment. So let's fill up the oil, shall we? It's actually quite a quick one today, so not that bad in my opinion. A nice video for you guys. I hope I got some time for a explanation about the vehicle, because it is actually a Eclipse, Mitsubishi Eclipse in my opinion. And yeah, it really looks like an Eclipse, and it also says on the plate, but now we can confirm it's a Mitsubishi Eclipse lookalike. No problem with that. Okay, now let's perform the wheel alignment and then we are finished for today. That's really fast. So I'll go over towards the task path and then you can perform the headlight alignment and the wheel alignment. So let's go ahead and do the wheel alignment. There we go. One wheel is good, this one is bad, and this one is way bad. Okay, there we go. And that's done. And that should be it for this vehicle right over here. So let's move you outside. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Yes, we do have everything. Let's take one last look about of the car, and let's see. Okay, how much money can we make? So we make a nice cool 9 grand profit, or total payout of 9 grand, and we got a total of around 4 grand, 4.5 grand of profit. That's really nice. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all so much for watching. I have a plan in the next video. Let's do a barn find in the next video. I'm just gonna say it, a barn find in the next video. We are gonna do it from start to finish, so stay tuned for that on next Sunday. So yeah, anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day as always, and first of all, let's sell this vehicle back, or not sell, let's collect the money. There we go, very nice. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day as always, and thank you all so much for watching. And if you have any tips, tricks, or just something you want to say, please leave it down in the comments down below. Or if you have questions about the story order, no problem. But I hope this video helped you out. And yeah, like I said, I wish you a very nice day. Peace out, everybody.